Yes, so here the father is just like, we took its mother and it wasn't to blame. Surely it seems ungrateful to leave it to starve. Son, I can't no say no to you. I never thought I would live to see another day. So the father even says that it will be ungrateful from our part or from our end if we do not help the child. That is, if we do not help the doe, that is not doe, that is the fawn. So that will be really ungrateful, and we cannot afford to be ungrateful, so I cannot say no to you. So we see that the doe and the fawn, that is a male deer and a young deer. So that's what we see on the screen also, that the above one is the doe, that is a female deer, and the down one is a young deer, that's generally of a brown color. So we said that Penny. Here in the story, we find that Penny is Jodie's father, as we have discussed earlier also. Hemmed, as I told you, that totally turned under or edged down in a situation where you cannot say no. That is, the boy or the son has shown such a great reality that the father says that I cannot say no to you, because you have shown the bare truth, the bare reality of everything. So I cannot really say no to you, because I have no other reason to say no. Because we have taken away the mother, and now it is our sole proprietorship. This is our this is our responsibility in order to grow the form. Once we have taken away the mother for our benefit, now it is our turn. It is our sole responsibility to now grow the corn, right? So as I've told you, the meaning of a corn is small brown nuts. We have already discussed. Now we are moving on to the third part. Let's see. Now what the son says, that is Jolly. Can I ride back with Millville and see if I can find it? Now Millville is a character who is already an acquaintance of the Baxter family. Now who is this Baxter family? This Geordie, the surname or the title of Geordie is Baxter. That's why we always have a tendency to take the name of the surname or the title, right? So Geordie Baxter, Penny Baxter. So they have the title or the surname of Baxter. So Millville was already an acquaintance of the Baxter family, and he helped Geordie in finding the fawn by giving him a ride on the horse's back till the forest or to the forest. So he had carried on the horse's back, uh, on the horse's back, he had carried Geordie, and he had helped him in order to find the fawn. Tell your ma I said you can go. So Penny, that is the father of Geordie, says that tell your mother that I have given you permission to go, you like to send you to the forest, and that you can fetch the fawn to our house. He sidled back to the table and sat down. So he got back to the table, and there he sat down. His mother was pouring coffee for everyone. So the mother was preparing coffee, and he here refers to Geordie. Geordie got back to the table and sat down there. He said, Ma, Pa says that I can go bring back the phone. He immediately says that, Mama, Baba has given us the permission that I can go back to the forest and bring the phone. She held the coffee pot in mid-air. She held the coffee mug in mid-air means as if this is the uh, coffee coffee pot, and as if she was about to pour it, and listening to the word, she was stunned. She was surprised. Okay, what is the boy telling, or what is the decision of the father? It was hung in the air. What fawn? The fawn belonging to the doe we killed. We used the doe's liver to draw out the poison and save Pa. So we will see that somehow the father, Penny, Geordie's father, was bitten by a snake, and in order to take out the poison that was given by the snake, they have used the foe, that is the female deer. And they somehow found later that that the foe also had a fawn, that is the youngest deer. So that's what the son is telling, that Papa has given me permission to bring back the fawn from the forest, and he said that we have used the doe in order to save father. Okay, she gasped. That is out of tension, out of what to do next, and she gasped. Okay, well, for pity's sake, that is, for the sense of guilty feeling or for pity's sake, he must have said so. Pa says it would be ungrateful to leave it to starve. We cannot be so ungrateful towards the fawn in order to let it starve because his mother, I mean, his mother is no more. Doc Wilson said, that is, Doc Wilson here refers to Dr. Wilson, who is also an acquaintance of the Baxter family and who was actually treating the father of Jolly, that is, Mr. Uh, he was also, treating the father of Jolly, right? Dr. Wilson said, "That's right, ma'am. Nothing in the world comes quite free. The boy's right and his daddy's right." So the doctor says that yes, nothing in this world you can get out of free. Everything you have to pay something in order to gain something, right? It's always said, in order to gain something, you need to pay off something. So the doctor even says that the boy is also correct and also the father. So you must also cooperate with them. Melville said, "He can ride back with me. I'll help him find it." So Melville takes the initiative in order to take him at the back of the horse to the forest. As I told you, Dr. Wilson was also an acquaintance of the Baxter family and was treating Jolly's father. Okay, and as he was injured with the poison of the snake. So we are going to see the next para, what it has to say. She set down the pot helplessly. Who? The mother. "Well, if you will give it your milk, we have got nothing else to feed it." So the mother says that I cannot give any other food. If you can give your portion of milk to the fawn, then you are ready. Like, you can have it. Melville said, "Come on, boy, we have got to get riding." So immediately Melville says that, "Come on, boy, come on, ride on the horse. We got to go very soon." Ma Baxter, that is the mother Baxter, asked anxiously, "You will not be gone long. So it won't take you long to come back, right?" Johnny said, "I'll be back before dinner for sure." So before dinner, I will be surely back. Millville mounted his horse, that is, climbed. Mounted means climbed the horse and pulled Johnny up behind him, that is, at the back. So in front, Mr. Will, and at the back, Johnny. He said to Millville, "Do you think the fawn's still there?" So Jory was asking Mr. Will, "So do you really think that the fawn will be waiting there for us, or will we find the fawn over there? Do you think the fawn's still there? Will you help me find him? So will you be helping me, will you be able to help me to find the fawn?" "We will find him if he is alive." So if he is alive till date, then we'll surely find him. Who assures Jory? Mr. Mill assures Jolly that if he is alive, that is, if the fawn is alive, we'll surely find him. How you know it's a he? So immediately Jolly asked Mr. Mill that how do you know that it is a he? That is, it is a male deer. It's a male fawn. How do you know it's not a girl? The spots were all in a line. On a doe fawn, Pa says the spots are very every which way. Sorry, the question was actually asked by the person, Mr. Mill, to Johnny, that how are you so sure that this fawn is a he fawn and not a she fawn? And immediately Johnny says that I have a good knowledge of it because Pa had already told me that if it's a she fawn, if it's a girl, then Pa says that the spots will be in a line and it will be in a scattered way. So we are going to the next one. Geordie gave himself over to thoughts of the fawn. So the Geordie was already into the thoughts of the fawn. They had passed the abundant clearly. Abundant means empty, deserted, left out, right? So he said, "Cut to the north, Melville." So Geordie says that move towards the north, Melville. It was up here that Pa got bitten by the snake and killed the doe, and I saw the fawn. So immediately he says that it is towards the north direction. He asked, that is, cut to the north means he is giving that in order to choose a direction that is towards the north. He says that it is towards this direction that Pa got cut by the snake. It was up here that Pa got bitten by the snake and killed the doe, and I saw the fawn. And it was towards this direction that Pa killed the doe and I had saw the fawn, particularly at this side. Suddenly, Jody was unwilling to have Millville with him. Suddenly, we find that there was a change. Till now, he was saying that if Mr. Mill will be accompanying him to find the fawn. But now we find that heart in heart, he doesn't wish that Mr. Mill accompanies him till the end. If the fawn was dead or could not be found, he could not have his disappointment seen. So as a boy, he did not want his disappointment to be seen by any other person. If the fawn was not to be found, if the fawn was killed, then he did not want Mr. Mill to see his disappointment. That was his main concern, and that was the reason that now at this crucial moment he doesn't want Mr. Mill to be along with him, right? And if the fawn was there, the meeting would be so lovely and so secret that he would not endure to share it. Endure means he would not allow, he would not let it go through anyone. That is, no one should see the kind of enjoyment it will have if the fawn is somehow alive and if he gets to meet the fawn somehow. So he says that I'm not going to allow anyone to see my emotion, be it at its best or be it at its worst. So either at its worst or whether at its best. I do not want my emotion to be seen by anyone. So that is the reason he did not want Mr. Mill to accompany him till the end. He said, it is not far now, but the scrub is very thick for a horse. I can make it on foot. And immediately he says that I can go now till the place that you have accompanied me. Thank you so much. But after this, I can help myself out. And after this, the shrubs those are the small trees over there. Those are very rough, and that would be really hard for the horse to move about. So I do not want you to accompany till the end. It's enough. Now you can ride back to your own work. But I'm afraid to leave you, boy. Suppose you got lost or got bitten by the snake too. So out of, due concern and everything, Mr. Mill says that, but I'm afraid I cannot leave you. I have my concern for you, and I'm afraid if some other again snake bites you or you get lost at the forest, so I cannot help to, leave you at this middle of the forest. I will take care. So Jody says that I'll take care of myself. It might take me a long time to find the fawn if he's wandered. Wandered means lost. So it might take me long in order to find the fawn if it gets lost. Wandered means, moving about without knowing any path, or it might get lost. Leave me off right here. So it would be best for you to leave me right here. But you take it easy now. All right, but you take it easy now. North here and east. So Mr. Mill was concerned about the direction, and he says that, all right, boy, I would be leaving you here, but you need to take care of yourself. And I hope that you know which one is the east, which one is the north. East, west, north, south is very clear to you. I hope this is clear to you, right? And he was talking of the directions. So that's what. And the entire thing will be moving about like this. Now in para 6, we are going to see what has to happen, and that we are going to see in the next class, right? Okay, thank you so much. We'll see again on Wednesday what we have to talk about the story. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself, okay? And I hope the chapter is crystal clear to you till here. The next day we move on with the para 6, right? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.